Hello, everybody. Today we got a video called She Had a Career, Now She's Homeless with Her Son. So, for those who don't know, I got a experience in recruitment. So, basically, I hired a lot of people across different industries, and I will be reacting to this video how successful women become a homeless. And she got a son, by the way. She got a son, and she's homeless now and living on the streets. Okay, let's watch it together. And I and I know for the fact that I got a lot of things to say.
Catherine, you're homeless here in San Diego.
I am.
Tell me about it.
Well, I was in my car, and then I ended up in a shelter in the Barrio Logan, the Safe New Family Shelter. It's through Off Project. I've been there for a few months now with my son. He's 11 years old. And then I'm out here painting with friends sometimes just to kind of keep him out of trouble and everything. But it's been pretty hard. We had a domestic violence issue which brought us here. But we're working through it.
And you're safe now.
We're safe, yes.
Because I wanted to make sure, because we wouldn't put anybody at risk. So you're actually staying in a shelter?
Yes, I am.
And with your son?
Yes.
Family shelter. I was a family case manager. And sure, right when we start the interview, the bikes start, the motorcycles, right?
Yes.
What's it like what's it like being a parent?
It's hard because there's so many different parenting styles. We were in the Golden Hall for a while, which is a dorm-like setting. And because there's so many different parenting styles, you have to kind of rein in and then also extend your hand with your child and figure out the best way to discipline and take into consideration of what the other children are doing and things like that, and how they're raised and everything. So it's very hard. And then especially watching my son go through, issues like being made fun of because we're homeless, or just the littlest thing, talking about your father and things. It's just really hard to watch them go through stuff like that.
I was a family case manager in a 40-bed facility that was dormitory style. And it was,
Okay, 2 minutes in, but I don't see any apparent problems with her career. So she mentioned that she had a problem with her husband, like domestic violence or all that stuff. But 2 minutes in, and I didn't hear anything related to her career, her company being I don't know, maybe she had some problems with her career with her manager at work. I don't know. She didn't say anything related to her company.
50-50 parents and kids. And having to watch your kid and, like you said, discipline, and when there's other kids around who knows what their parents are doing, I thought was extremely, my heart goes out to you.
Yeah, it's definitely very hard. I kind of became the mommy of the dorm for a while.
What's it like? I mean, people just automatically think, oh, shelters, right? I mean, if you didn't have your kid, would you be in a shelter?
I probably wouldn't. I, honestly like being with my friends, but I don't like not having a shower. So, I definitely, actually I probably would be.
Yeah.
I don't mind the curfews.
You don't mind?
No.
And it's up to each person,
Yes, it is.
Boy, did we pick a noisy spot.
Yes, it is up to each person, and showers are something I'm not willing to give up.
Yeah, that's one thing that I truly miss, or I'm grateful for, as somebody that's formerly homeless, is showers and being able to nap.
Yes.
Well, those are the things that we take for granted, right? Shower and being able to sleep alone. It's just like that. Those things that we take for granted, man. I don't know what happened related to her career, but she didn't even say a thing about it.
Because you have price. So does this shelter allow, are you in a room with your...
The one that we're in now in the Barrio Logan, the Alpha Project one, we are in our own room. It's the old Travelodge hotel that they converted into a shelter. So we have our own room, bathroom, refrigerator, all the good stuff, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And
yeah,
they do
yeah.
help
So
us
yeah,
meals.
I can see why you would want to be in a shelter. You know?
Yes. And my son deserves more, but he
Oh yeah,
he
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
deserve to be out here, so.
Yeah. I kind of got caught off guard because I thought you lived outside. I wasn't prepared for shelter questions.
Well, when I come out here on the weekends to sell my art over here in the gas lamp, I do pitch a tent, and I stay in the tent.
Yeah. So let's talk about your art. So Dennis, who runs an art outreach,
Yes.
just picked up your painting,
Yes, Dennis Larkin.
and so we can't show it.
Shout out to this woman, because she tried to make her ends meet just by selling arts, right? Her paintings and whatever. If you are in a similar situation, if you lost your job, if you got no money, you gotta earn money. There is no way around it. So if you lost your job, you gotta do a freelance work or whatever you're capable of, just to just to live by. So shout out to this woman to not being some. She basically trying to improve her financial situation, right? Basically, shout out to this woman.
I'll try to show it sometime, somehow, because we don't edit these. How does art help you?
It just kind of calms my nerves, and it helps me make money, of course. So I've sold a piece for $10 to $300. It just depends on, who's.
Well, that's okay money. Okay, that's a good money. I don't know how consistent it is, but it's okay money. She just she gotta stay consistent and sell more. I don't know if it's possible, but she gotta sell more.
Who's walking up at that moment? How hungry I am.
Right. You fluctuate the prices depending on the need
Yes.
and probably the buyer.
Yes, this is true.
Right, if a buyer pulls up in a Porsche, you probably charge more than somebody that pulls up in a
Yes, sir.
Toyota or a bicycle. What would you want people to know about homelessness that they probably don't know?
There's a lot of us who are educated and actually do have jobs. We're not all just out here on drugs doing nothing and sitting in a tent. That's one of the biggest issues. I hear a lot of people walking by and just talking mad crap about the people sitting here, and a lot of us do. We have jobs and we have college educations.
Are you working?
I am not right now. I'm just doing the art thing, trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
I'm usually a cardiac medical assistant, but unfortunately right now I'm in between jobs because of the domestic violence issue we had.
And what's your future like?
My future is bright. I know that.
Well, you are happy.
I am happy.
Well, you just finished your painting in 27 minutes.
I did. I'm still not happy.
Well, she mentioned multiple times that she had a domestic violence, right, in her household. I know it's San Diego, right? It is not cheap city, San Diego. I know that city. It is not cheap. But why didn't she rent an apartment? Like, she had a career. At least she could afford it. I don't know. She didn't mention anything related to her corporate career, but she didn't mention why didn't she rent apartment, especially knowing that she got a kid, like 11 or 12, I don't remember. But she got a kid. She could have, rent an apartment. Why didn't she do it? I don't know.
With it, but I did.
But you're happy you finished it.
Yes, I am. That stress is out there.
But I mean, where do you see yourself after the shelter?
Hopefully back in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath like I was before, working in the cardiac fields.
Well, cardiac fields. if I'm not mistaken, they make good money. I'm not saying zero, they not make. I'm not sure if they make like a lot of money, but they make. The careers, the industries that you mentioned, they make like decent money. I'm still wondering why didn't she rent an apartment?
Not out here.
Yeah, that's for sure. And with your own art studio.
That would be a really nice plus.
Yeah. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
A safe home for my child and me to be in. Maybe a sensible car, and yeah, an art
Fingers
studio.
crossed.
All great wishes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you very much.
Well, this is from Invisible People. Make sure to follow them. So if you're in similar situation, you gotta, do a freelance, some gigs, and try to make as much money as possible, just to, since your position is not consistent, since you don't have a, traditional corporate career, yeah, try to do as much work as possible, regardless of the industry. It's if it's freelance, if it's some sort of online job or whatever. If you sell new art, try to squeeze the the most out of your current situation. Yeah, shout out to just women, just to being strong. All right, that's it for today. If you got any questions, please leave a comment down below and like this video, subscribe to my channel. Peace.